Hey everyone, Cole GZ, another new release preview for Friday, November 1st, 4 p.m. Eastern and 10 a.m. Hawaii time. All right, we have this week new Aloha Lures smash baits, shell version. We'll look at those a little bit more closely here in a bit. Bonze Lures, bunch of random Bonze Lures. One new one, I believe. Just one, yep. And then we have some Koya bullets. And then we also just restocked Obadu gloves, the heavyweight size. I think the mediums are gonna be here tomorrow, so we'll get those updated as well. But the Obadu gloves are back in stock, heavyweight. If you've been looking for them, check them out. They are available now. All right, before we go, just a little bit of house cleaning stuff. We just released two new GZ Elite videos, one on hook stops, a lot of information on different hook stops and how we use them, and then also on another trolling lure rigging tip, hook up versus hook down. Check those out, elite.gzlures.com. We also will be continuing to release 2 a week for at least the next 6 or 7 weeks. I think that's about how much content we've shot so far. And coinciding with that, we have GZ Elite Live going up starting tomorrow. That would be, again, November 1st. I think it's at 5 Eastern time with the Rochambeau team and Captain Willie Zimmerman. And then I believe on the 6th, we have Captain Ricky Wheeler. Session 2 with him. That's our GZ Elite Live podcast webinar stuff. And one of Chris's crew, Nick Becker, is going to join us. I actually probably won't be on most of those because we are having a new baby, and so I will be out for probably the next week. But that being said, excited to get those rolling again. I know they'll be very informational, and those will be available to the public live, and then they roll over to the Elite membership. So if you don't watch it live, I've got to be an Elite member to watch them. All right, that is it for that. Let's talk Bonze Lures. All right, we have Fanboy here, a couple. Weapon X, some new Weapon X's. We actually lowered the price quite a bit on the Weapon X. These have been very productive lures. They're a very high price point, so they wanted to go ahead and get them down a little bit. So they are a brand new, lower price. So check out even some of our old stock on those, but we have some new ones as well. We got the Jackhammer Trojans, brand new Trojans right there. All right. And some head only options for the first time on those. The Madmax Express, kind of a heavy long nose jetted bait. There's 4-hole jets with a little bit of a cup on it. Madmax Express. And then more Bonze Lures here. Hulk. We got the Hercules, we got the Scorpion, and the Islander. So brand new ones available there. And that is it for Bonze. All right, let's go to the Koyas here real quick. We have a 10-inch clean sweep, mirrored Koya, clean sweep. We did that one in Feathersword. And then we have some 4.5-inch bullets we did in Flashabou. So check those out. Lastly, new stash of smash baits. Really excited about these. I don't think these are shell inserts. I don't think we've had any shell ones for probably 3 years or so. The first release of Aloha Lures that we got in were shell smash baits, and like our first release of them when we started carrying them, once Eric got back into production mode again. And it's been a long time, so we're very excited about that. You can see all the different colors. You got some salt and pepper there. Some really nice, like a wabi shell, or that's the rainbow mother of pearl more. Different color shell. And then here we go, some head-only options as well, if that's what you want. And then also next week, we're gonna release some more smash baits. They're just plain mirrored. I think we have a few pre-skirted options, but a lot of head only as well on those. So check that out, and that is it. Trying to think if there's anything else. Oh yes. Okay. On top of that, should have mentioned this earlier. We are doing dredges now, so pre-built dredges. This is Firetail skipjack printed dredge strips. We do 18 of them on our, this is basically our standard Ninja dredge. This is a 42-inch elite dredge bar from Fish Razor. And then we heat shrink it with our heat shrink to kind of, well, that's why we call it our Ninja dredge, to give it a little bit more silenced. And then second tier is we use our Kona Strong flaps, the Grandeur Marlin Tackle Kona Strong flaps. One benefit to these, they're a little bit more expensive than kind of your traditional 15-inch size, but they are nylon reinforced, so they're a lot tougher. And one of the other perks that we did on these is we put the eyelet or the grommet down a little bit more, so it doesn't rip out as easily. So these will last a lot better than some of the other mud flaps. That's one of the reasons why we moved that eyelet down. So yeah, so they don't rip out as easily. Anyway, we have all the different colors of firetails. You got yellowfin, tinker mackerel, mahi, squid, and then I'm trying to think, there's 5 total. And then we also did the vinyl strips. You can see we actually have them stacked here. Vinyl strips as well, so you can get some of those vinyl strips for that first tier. And those are available now, or they'll be available on Friday, same time. So check that out. And then we're gonna keep on pumping stuff out. I think next week we're getting up the D-flap squid chain combos that I know a lot of you guys have been asking about. That's how Chris does his. We'll have a few different options of those, different colors especially. And then we're going to work on 2-tiered firetails, single-tiered firetails, but I think we only had a couple colors up, and other options, spreader bars and other stuff like that. And right now we also have the Aku bar utilizing the Kona Strong flaps, and these are 15.5-inch FYI. We have what we call the Aku bar, where we have the D flap trailing, or we actually even have one out there with a Tsutomu bullet trailing with a hook. So check those out. Those are spreader bar combos. But that is it for this week. If you have any custom dredges you would like to do, we will eventually get a product up there to help you customize what you want. But we would, just hit us up. We can do anything for daisy chain, spreader bars, dredge setups, 2-tiered, 3-tiered, whatever you want. So anyway, just hit us up. We'd be happy to customize them for you as you'd want them. All right, appreciate it, everyone. Have a good rest of your week.